Hey, mompreneurs, how are you? Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to Mompreneurs Two Generations today. Guys, I'm coming in today on the solo trip here, but I'm coming in solo today, guys. I want to talk to you a little bit about becoming a virtual assistant with no experience. Guys, our community is growing. If you are not part of our community and you're a mompreneur, head over to Facebook, join Mompreneurs Establishing Family and Business, and join us. Guys, this community that we have is to support, network, and grow. And I want every single person in the mompreneur community to grow. So I am going to do whatever it takes to assist a mompreneur that listens to this podcast. Again, thank you for tuning in today. So today we're going to talk about becoming a virtual assistant with no experience. I'm going to give you a few tips, but before we get into the tips, I truly want you guys to know that you are capable of this journey. You are capable of this journey. Guys, how does that sound to you? You are truly capable of this journey. No, it's not always going to be easy, but you're capable. I tell my service providers all the time, get you a coach, get you a mentor. Whether it's me or someone else, just get you a coach and stick to that one person. Don't get a bunch of different perspectives, a bunch of different coaches, because it'll get confusing. You'll get overwhelmed. Find someone that you can relate to, someone that you trust, and let that person coach you and mentor you. Guys, a lot of times when we are going through things and we feel as if, or we've made a decision and we feel like in the beginning, like this is going to be great. This is going to be amazing. Yes, this is what I want. And then things start rolling and bumps in the road come and we start doubting. Know that anything worth having is worth fighting for one. But anything worth having, you're gonna have to put some work into. Virtual assistants is one of those industries, guys, that you are gonna have to put some work into. Your journey is up to you. It's the choices that you make. You're gonna have to do research. You're gonna have to be organized to serve your clients to their fullest. Don't just wake up one day and be like, I'm going to be a freelancer. I'm going to be a VA and think you're about to go on social media because you're whoever you are and land a whole bunch of clients. That's not how it works, guys. That's not how it works. You got to understand these business owners that you are wanting to serve have put hard work into building their businesses, blood, sweat, and tears, guys. People have put in a lot of work when it comes to building their business. So they're not just going to let anyone service their business. You have to build a relationship. You have to build connections. You have to let people know that you are trustworthy, that you are capable. Think about it like this. You do not want just anyone watching your children, right? I would hope not. That's how it is when you have a business. You want to be sure of who you are letting serve your business. So guys, don't get discouraged because you reach out to a person and they don't respond. Give them a reason to respond to you. Show them that you have put some effort into actually learning about their business. Value first, guys. Show them that you are the one that'll go above and beyond. Show value when you're reaching out to these business owners that you want to land as clients. You know how the saying goes, treat others how you want to be treated. It's the same in business. Treat others how you want to be treated. Simple as that. You want respect. So if you were at the point in your journey and you're ready to hire, are you just going to let anybody come in and assist you in your business after all of the hard work that you've put in? No, you're not. You're going to want to get to know that person. You're going to want to know something. You're going to want to know that they're capable. You're going to want to know that they can actually solve your problem. So guys, this is what I'm coming to tell you today. It's possible. That's why when you're starting your VA freelancing journey, my suggestion and tips and strategies to you are to brand yourself, know who you're talking to, which means really understand and identify who your audience is, who your client avatar is. How you do that is you think about the actual person that you can see yourself working with. I always ask, who's your dream client? Doesn't mean it's a celebrity. Like, who is the person that you can see yourself working with and it would be the perfect match? Who is this person? Where do they hang out at? What hobbies do they have? What books do they read? You need to know these things about your ideal client, guys, so that when you are building your online presence, you are creating content to engage your ideal client, your ideal audience. Mindset, guys. Mindset is 50% of business, in my opinion. You have to really know you can do this. You have to know that you deserve this. What is your why? As you go on your journey, your why will evolve depending on what you're doing, what industry you're in. So let me tell you a little story as to why my why evolved. When I first started my journey, it was for my family, to spend more time with my family. And it still is, don't get me wrong. It's to spend more time with my family, retire my husband, who have worked so hard to hold our family down, to be able to have more time with my grandchildren. I'm a grandma, y'all. I'm a grandma now, y'all. I'm a grannypreneur, guys. I'm telling you, like, it's a blessing. So I wanted more time. I wanted to be able to travel when I wanted to. I wanted to dictate my schedule. I wanted to dictate my own finances. That's part of my why. But once I started working on my journey, I discovered the overall picture of my why. I discovered my true whole why. So there are times in different levels of business, there's always going to be a period where there's a hump or that you got to get over, or a block in the road that you got to get around or get over. My point being, life happens. It's always something's going to happen. Something's going to come up. You just have to know how to deal with it. And in the beginning of our journeys, it's so easy to give up because we feel as if it wasn't meant, or we don't know what to expect. But for some reason, we dig deep, we pull that strength, and we keep it moving. So as you go on and you start growing, those problems those situations don't go away. Life still happens. Every level of business, you may encounter a situation that you're gonna have to deal with and still operate your business. I'm saying my why now is so beautiful because as I have been on my journey, now I am a VA coach. I have met so many wonderful women that I coach and I mentor that are starting their journey. And my goal is to make their journey much more easier than what mine was when I first started. I want them to be able to start their journey and grow beyond six figures without all the mystery, as I call it. When I started my journey, it was a bunch of mystery. It was a bunch of researching and digging and putting pieces together because all the information that I needed wasn't all in one course that I purchased. So I had to piece my journey together in order to get where I'm at now. And I don't want my new VAs to have to go through that. I want to make it easy for them. I want to make it easy for you to start your journey, land clients, generate revenue. But I notice that when I have those moments, and yes, I still have those moments where I second guess some things, and sometimes, I want to give up. The first thing I think about is my community and those women that I mentor, those women that I coach, and all of those women that reach out to me with all of their questions. When I have that thought of, I'm just not doing this anymore, those are the first people that come to mind. My community. Guys, you are part of my why now. You help me stay motivated. You help me keep going. You help me find the strength when I feel there is none to be found. My community. I love you ladies. My team. I love you ladies. You ladies are amazing. And I only wish you could see in you what I see in you, but you will. For the women that are working with me, you will see what I see in you because you are amazing and you are capable. But your why will, your why may change as your journey go. And not so much change, you may add on to your why because my why still is my family first and foremost because I love family. I am a family orientated woman. My family comes first. My husband, my children, my grandchildren, my family. Of course, my sisters and brothers and cousins, aunts and uncles, and all of those people fall under the umbrella of my family. But my husband, my children, my grandchildren is what make me go hard. And now it's my community as well. So guys, I just wanted to give you that a little bit because everybody, when you're an entrepreneur or you're starting a business, everybody has a thought of giving up. It happens. But that's why mompreneurs establishing family and business exists. Now we all are support for one another, and there is no such thing as giving up in our community. You're not allowed to give up. Guys, we go off of these limiting beliefs. We've talked about limiting beliefs in the last episode. These limiting beliefs that you were told by somebody else that is not true at all. Because remember, last episode I said, we're killing the limiting beliefs. We're crushing them. No more limiting beliefs. I was listening to a very influential woman today. Social media guru, Miss Rachel Peterson. And I've been following her for a while now. She has a lot of good advice. But only recently did she really catch my attention because she did something that a lot of other people are scared to do. She spoke her truth. And for that, I take my hat off. She is definitely a role model. So I was listening to Rachel today, and she said, you know, those words, I am, are very powerful words. And they are. I am. No matter what religion you are, I am are very powerful words. So mompreneurs going forward, I want you to be careful what you put after those words. I want you to put, I am great. I am amazing. I am a conqueror. I am a business owner. I am, you tell me what comes after I am for you. Mompreneurs, do me a favor. After listening to this episode on any of our social media platforms, I want you to put the words I am and your words after that. I want to know what you're saying about yourself, because you're a role model too. You are an expert in things as well. Please comment on any of our social media platforms, guys, with the words I am and give me your phrase. I'm going to be looking for that phrase because I want you to know that you are great. You are. You are great. You are capable, and you got this. So, guys, real quick, becoming a virtual assistant with no experience is definitely possible and easy to do. So what you want to pretty much do when becoming a virtual assistant and you feel you have no experience, and my community know that I do not like when you say you have no experience or you're a newbie, because if you've worked for someone before, if you worked in customer service, or you've worked in telemarketing, if you had a job before, sweetheart, business owners, freelancers, mompreneurs, those are transferable skills, which gives you experience. You're just new in how you're delivering the service now because you are a business owner now. You are a virtual assistant. You are a freelancer. You are a social media manager. So you are delivering your experience in a new way. That's what makes you new. And that's it. So to start or become a virtual assistant, you definitely want to have time management and organizational skills. And guys, these are things that can be learned. So don't freak out. But if you already have it, and I'm telling you, if you got children, you already got it. You already got time management and you already got organizational skills, flat out. Your experience, you can be a VA, you can start your journey. But take charge of a situation and honestly invest in yourself, whether it's time, money, whatever. Invest in your journey. What? Taking courses. You have to prepare to work as a VA and running your online business. There's nothing wrong with taking some workshops or courses or trainings. We offer trainings and workshops in our community all the time for new VAs. Determine the work that you like and can do. So what I tell my people, get you out a piece of paper. Yes, a piece of paper. Get you out a piece of paper. Write down all of the services that you feel that you can provide for a business owner. Write down the things that you've done in a previous job working for someone else. I guarantee you those skills that you have gained from a previous job are skills that you can use to serve a small business owner. I always tell you guys, every big business started small. Everyone starts from the beginning. So know that the skills that you got from working, write those down. They can be used to serve a small business owner. So once you figure out or determine the work you like or can do, figure out the prices to charge. What are you going to charge your clients? How I did this in the beginning of my journey, I compared notes with different people in my industry. I looked at other virtual assistance packages for the services that they were offering that were like the services that I wanted to offer. I did a lot of research. And the biggest thing, create an online presence. That's why we're talking about branding and messaging, because you want people to know that you are out there and that you can solve their problem. After you have branded yourself, maybe took a couple workshops or trainings to upskill, figured out your messaging, identified your client, you've been building your online presence to let people know that you're out here and you can solve their problem. Guess what's next? Start applying for job ops. Learn about yourself in this process and your clients. When you're applying for job ops, guys, show value. Do some research on these clients that you're applying for. Check out their social media platforms. Look at their posting style if you're applying to be their social media manager. See how they post, what kind of content they're posting. Do your research. And when you pitch your client, show value. Whether it's a blogger and you then gave them 10 new blog ideas, or it's a podcaster such as myself, and you then gave me 10 new podcasting topics, guys. And let me tell you that showing value first really sets you aside from your competitors. Real quick. So over the weekend, I had a young lady reach out to me about working for TNC. In her email, she introduced herself. She included her portfolio, but guess what else she did? She took the time to learn about me, guys. She showed value. She sent me 8 topics that I could use for the podcast. Yes, that made her stand out from the other emails that I get for people asking to work with TNC. So showing value is important, and a lot of people are not doing it. I'll get 50 to 60 inquiries a week for people wanting to work with me. And she was the only one to show value in her inquiry this week. All the other weeks, I don't get that. She has been the only one that has reached out to me and showed value since I've been expanding my team. So I want to tell that young lady to keep striving, keep doing it how you're doing it, because that right there got my attention. And when you apply to job ops, that will get that business owner's attention. So showing value. Other ways that you can show value is if you are wanting to be their social media manager, and that's what the job op is about. Create a social media post that you would do if you were working for them, long as it's pertaining to what their product is or their industry is, or whatever they're already posting. Just show them that you go above and beyond. You're self-motivated. Guys, that lands clients. It truly does. You also may have videos. You can do videos versus pitching with just a regular email. Do a short video, 3 minutes max. Remember, business owners are busy. 3 minutes max. Do a video introducing yourself, telling them about your business, about your virtual assistant brand and the problem that you solve and what you would do for them and the benefit that they would get for working with you and the value that you would bring to their business. A video also lands clients because they can be extremely busy, guys, but they can listen to that video on the go in their AirPods. Think about it. So you got to be willing to move outside of your comfort zone. And that's another thing a lot of us don't realize when we decide to be virtual assistants or freelancers, that it's going to be some moving out of your comfort zone in order to succeed, in order to grow. Because if you continue to do the same things that you've always done, you're going to continue to get the same results. So if you want different results and you want to grow, you got to do something different. Think outside the box. So a lot of people reach out to me and be like, okay, I've done all of that. How do I get clients? Where do I go to get clients? Well, guys, I'm going to give you just a couple of places that you can look for clients here. If you want to know more, follow me on IG, follow me on TikTok, reach out to me on Facebook, join our community. We're always giving tips and strategies, but the couple of tips I'm going to give here today for finding clients outside of the norm, which is LinkedIn, Facebook, platforms like that, Upwork. Try this site called Hire My Mom. Hire My Mom is a site where you can find clients as a virtual assistant and email people that you want to work with. Reach out to people you want to work with, guys. Ask if they need help. Show value when you're reaching out. This is called cold pitching, a cold email. You never know. But also, following up is the key. So if you've already been doing job ops, you've already been doing client outreach, and you haven't been getting any responses, nobody's responding. Okay, go back to those responses that you're not getting, but go back to those pitches that you've already sent and you didn't get a response. See what you did and do something different. I bet you didn't show value. I bet you didn't tell them anything that was of any importance of you solving their problem. Find a way to get their attention. Do your research. Look at their social media, their website, whatever information they got out there for you to gather information about them and pitch them again. Pitch them again with value and see what happens. Matter of fact, I'm telling anybody on here that goes and follow up with a lead that did not respond and they show value and they end up responding, reach out to me. Let me know I got something for you. Hit me up on Instagram. Take that advice. If it worked, hit me up on Instagram. I got something for you. But those are a couple places outside of Facebook, LinkedIn, Upwork that you can actually get clients. But be consistent with building your online presence. When you're building your online presence, create you a strategy. Treat your platform as if you are your client. If you're going to be a social media manager or you're going to be applying to be a social media manager, guys, get your social media platforms together. If you want people to take you serious, do to your platform what you're asking to do to others. Create a strategy. Post consistently. Build engagement. Keep track of your metrics, because this is everything that you're going to be doing for your clients, guys. So just get in the habit and use your own self as your first client. So when you do come across that client that do jump on a discovery call with you, and then they ask you that dreadful question, do you have experience? You can say, I don't have experience serving as a virtual assistant, but I have built my own platform, and this is how I've done it. And you show them what you've done. Show them where you started and where you at now. It's always a way around it. I've come to learn that a lot of business owners really don't care if you don't have experience, as long as you are willing to learn, as long as you are willing to solve their problem. Not so much willing, but able. As long as you're able to solve their problem. All right, guys. That's just a short solo episode for this week. Please stay tuned. Every week, I'm going to be bringing you some juicy tips, some strategies. I'm going to be spilling the tea on your journey as a freelancer or VA. And I'm going to help you land clients through this podcast. So stay tuned. Keep a lookout for the next episode. And reach out to me on Instagram, Facebook. Want to be a guest on Mompreneurs Two Generations? Let us know. We're looking for guests. We're looking for hot topics. We want to engage with our listeners. We want to know what you're thinking, what you're liking, what you don't like, what you want to hear on here. Send us your suggestions on Instagram or Facebook. All right, mompreneurs, I love you. Be blessed and know that you are capable. You are amazing. Remember those two words, I am. Be very careful what you put behind those words. Those are powerful words. Miss Rachel just told us that today. So think about I am and let me know on Instagram and Facebook your I am. I am grateful for all of my mompreneurs and all my listeners and my community. You have a very blessed day and be encouraged. Bye for now, guys.